Oh, hey everybody, how you doing? Here is the late news, but still timely. Well, who'd have thunk it? It actually happened. The effort to recall Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao gained far more than enough signature to qualify for the November 2024 ballot. That's right. They gained 40,595 signatures. I repeat, 40,595 signatures. And they put out a press release earlier this evening, which read like this. Thank you, Oakland. We're proud to announce that the petition to recall Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao has successfully surpassed the required number of signatures and will be placed on the ballot for the November general election. Oakland United to Recall Sheng Thao, or OUST, received this notice from the City of Oakland today. Pursuant to the provisions of Election Code 9210B, recall petitions were examined from June 5th, 2024 to June 11th, 2024, and were found to contain 40,595 signatures and 5,611 sections prima facie. In accordance with Election Code Section 9210B, it has been determined that the number of signatures prima facie equals or exceeds the minimum number required. Therefore, the petition is considered filed and has been forwarded to the County of Alameda Registrar of Voters as of June 5th, 2024. This historic achievement marks the first recall in Oakland's history, with over 40,000 Oakland voters signing with a sense of urgency and purpose to recall this dishonest and incompetent mayor. Thao's actions have pushed Oakland to the brink, but the community is saying, no more. We want Thao gone, states OUST President, retired Alameda County Court Judge Brenda Harbin Fort. The City Council is expected to discuss this matter at its meeting on July 2nd, 2024. OUST will hold a press conference tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Franco Gawa Plaza to address the next steps. That's the announcement. So I read it as it was written. I don't consider Mayor Thao incompetent, but I do agree that something needs to be done about our leadership. My once friend Mayor Thao has divided Oakland, and she did so at the wrong time, a time when Oakland needed to come together because of the economic and social damage put upon it and the United States and the world due to the pandemic. Instead, she attracted those who would be of the habit of calling others who are also Democrats names and also dividing or trying to divide African Americans in Oakland at a time when African Americans need to come together to improve our collective poor economic position, although it is getting better. But the bottom line is that the mayor too often used the media and her access to it and her ability to make deals so that only her word got out, and other types of efforts to advance her agenda rather than an honest, structured system of policy implementation and a will and initiative to complete big projects, as evidenced by the lack of will and initiative to complete the big project that was Howard Terminal Ballpark. Mayor Thao has not at all once tried to bring in people she has regarded as enemies, even though they regard her as friends, into her fold. She hasn't tried to make the citizenry of Oakland better. She hasn't gotten police effort where it's needed most. She failed to, in fact, actually rejected and didn't even bother to understand those who said that it was needed an emergency call for state assistance with respect to our Oakland police and our crime problem. The mayor has also not only pitted African Americans against each other, but in the case of Leona Powell, violated her rights, and then managed to stave off the completion of an investigation that was started by the Oakland Public Ethics Commission. That investigation is now over 2 years old. It is still not adjudicated. Meanwhile, Mayor Thao has managed to push through an investigation of those persons that she and her staffers have identified as working for the recall campaign, and from the point of view of these Thao staff members or Thao arguments, managed to steer money inappropriately. And their argument to back this is at best flimsy, at worst ridiculous. Mayor Thao also insulted Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred by, instead of bringing in a group of people who were true heavy hitters who could get a ballpark done, she took to a special meeting in Seattle her chief of staff, her chief of communications, and the Howard Terminal project manager and herself for an effort that commonly calls for, especially if you're going to get on a plane and meet with a commissioner in a special setting, the governor of California, at least a senator or congressperson, perhaps Barbara Lee, for example, your project manager, and your city manager. All of these are people who can essentially move the appropriate lever to fast track Howard Terminal project if the commissioner were to say, all right, Oakland, we're going to let Las Vegas move to San Francisco. We want to put you in front line for expansion. So in 2 weeks, give us a proposal that is built on what you've already done. But Mayor Thao is so pissed off the commissioner that she didn't get that. Not only that, she didn't ask for it. And yet, Mayor Thao was quick to put herself out there with A's fans who were making fun of John Fisher. She backed the Sell the Team campaign, even as she was saying she was trying to negotiate with John Fisher. How is someone who owns a baseball team going to believe you want to negotiate with them in good faith if you are at the next moment saying that they should sell the team and making all kinds of bad comments about them? That's what Sheng was doing. It wasn't necessary at all. But Sheng didn't see what was wrong with making an enemy of someone she was trying to reach an agreement with at the same time. Does that make any sense to you? Of course not. It can go on and on and on regarding what has gotten us to this point. What has got us to this area where there are so many people? Think about it. 1/10 of Oakland's total population. And if you think about it further, approximately one third of Oakland's working population. 1/3 of Oakland's working population signed this petition. Incredible. So I have Seneca Scott on to talk about this later this morning at 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern. Join me here at Zennie62 on YouTube. Thank you.